Hello, this is the Star Wars Alliance broadcast. I am Patrick, and this is.
Squarescraft Gaming, aka Nick.
Yep, and today we are going to discuss the new Star Wars Rebels episode, It's Array.
Yep.
So, first thoughts on the episode? Tell me
It,
what.
wa- it was funny, it was hilarious, and I just enjoyed the most comedy of the humor of it and all that.
Oh, yes, it is a very funny episode indeed. I really did enjoy this episode a lot. Um, it's a side episode. It's not like a main story episode, but
Yeah, we didn't like see any of the Sith characters like Darth Vader or Inquisitor or any
but
Imperial. We did see a couple Imperial ships near the
yep,
end of the episode, which was really cool.
yep. But the main thing we saw though, the big thing we saw is
Lando.
Lando,
We
our
were
main
so close of our last episode how we said we might get an appearance from the original cast, like say from Han or Chewie, but we were wrong. It was Lando Calrissian because we forgot about him. Nobody loved Lando for some reason.
Yep, not even in episode 7, no love for Lando. But yeah, but super surprised Lando's back, and the cool thing too, he is played by the
uh,
original voice actor here,
yeah,
Billy Dee
it's
Williams.
Billy D. Williams, is he? Yeah, that was
Yep.
right, I think.
Yep,
So
Billy Dee Williams right here doing his thing, doing
yeah,
his voice for Lando. So
yeah.
yeah, it's very cool to see Lando here back. Um, it's an interesting question. What do you think of the look they give here for Lando?
It was too animated for him.
Too
Kind of,
animated?
yeah. Because if you think about it, on episode 5 we get to see him like all like colorful and all that.
Yeah.
Because it was in color that time, not like animated. And I wish they could like use the same costume like what he had on the Cloud City.
Well,
Make it.
I don't think they could use the same costume because during this time period he was not the lead head of Cloud City.
Oh yeah, he took over it like after uh episode 4.
Somewhere in be I think somewhere before episode 4, but like somewhere in between Star Wars Rebels and episode 4.
Yeah. So in the first scene we get to see Seth playing what was the card game? What they were playing again?
They're right here. They
Yeah.
were playing I don't know, but basically though the title of the episode is based on of Lando's hand that he won Chopper off of.
Yeah, so basically, Kanan was talking to Joe about if they have like any jobs for the crew. Then we get to see Joe going, I think that guy has a job for a crew or a
Hmm.
four-man crew. And basically, Kanan walks over to Seb and like he's about to win. Then Kanan goes to it, and then he bets in. Then he bets Chopper away from the crew,
Oh
which was
yeah.
a stupid idea, I believe, because
Yeah, that I mean it kind of seemed out of character a little bit, but not too much.
it was funny how like Seb goes to Chopper, how he goes, "Don't tell me how to play cards or whatever," and then he like bangs his head on the table.
Oh yes, yes, that is very funny indeed.
Yeah.
But I definitely did like how Lando was portrayed in the opening scene here. Very nice, very good. But there are problems though. Let's go to the next picture here to discuss. And here's Lando on the ship,
Mhm.
because he has to
They
guess.
Yeah, Kanan
Yeah,
like brought him on the ship to meet the crew,
yeah,
and
be, yeah,
the
because
funniest thing for me has to be how we get to see Hera. No, not Hera. Yeah, and Kanan like told Kanan's like, "Whoa, whoa, don't fight now."
yeah,
And like we see Hera's like face looking serious,
mm-hmm,
and you guys can see the picture here.
yeah.
And then we get to see like Hera like punches like Kanan,
Oh yeah,
which was really funny. It
that's
seems
funny.
like they're a couple, like in a way, cause
Oh yeah,
you can like
but
kind of sense it in a way.
uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, basically, Lando won the bet to get the droid back, but he will give back the droid if they help Lando get his mining equipment, quote unquote.
or cargo.
Yeah, or cargo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And right here, this is a other scene where Lando is. Lots of people are, yeah, lots of people are not saying that he's not hitting on Sabine, but how they portray it, I feel like he kind of is.
Yeah, he was in a way because we get to see like Ezra going all mad at Lando.
Yeah,
And the funniest bit for me has to be when Lando goes, Sabine, he's just a child. Let him
yes,
think of his ways. And Ezra goes to Seb, what does that mean? Like after when you know, Lando
yeah,
was all his stuff and he was trying to like fill about with the crew basically.
yeah. And you can see right there that Ezra and what's
Seb,
this? Seb are pissed off at
yeah.
Lando. But the thing is, it's so interesting. It's like Lando is kind of hitting on a 16-year-old.
Yes.
It feels kind of weird.
I know. Because if you guys could probably tell Lando is a lot taller than Sabine.
Yeah, and Lando, of course, is a ladies' man.
Yeah.
He even hits on Hera a bit too. But it's so weird too that you brought up that, he's saying, oh, Ezra's as a child, but Sabine is only 1 year older than Ezra, so
Yes, that is true.
she's a little bit taller, yes, but she's still the same age basically.
Hmm.
Now, I do want to get on to Lando's appearance here, Faker, and then just go back
Yes.
here. Um, I do like the costume a little bit. Um, I do like the gold chain. That is a nice touch. But there's just something off about the costume a bit. And plus, too, when you were looking at his animation, like how they animate him, I felt it was kind of weird, like kind of off. Like Lando was a little bit off than the other characters in the animation. Do you agree with
Yeah.
that, or?
Yes, I do, because if you think about it, in Empire Strikes Back, he was okay. Like, he can walk, like, fine, like, better,
Yeah.
like, in a real human person.
Yeah.
And then we get this stupid animation from Disney. Not stupid, it's quite good what they have done with the show so far.
Yeah, I just felt like they just got Lando's they got the facial expressions right, but his body movement felt a little bit weird, I felt, in the
Yeah.
episode. And plus, I mean, Brady Williams did a good job, of course, but I did feel like in some scenes he kind of phoned it in a bit.
Yeah, he did, because if you guys couldn't tell, like, he was a wee bit off acting with his voice, because he was,
Mm-hmm.
like, quite old. In order
Yeah.
to bring back from the original cast member for
Yeah.
Star Wars Rebels. And for me, he was trying to like separate the whole crew, like trying to get rid of all of them, like take one of them away so they can have less members and all that.
Yeah, and they did address that in the episode somewhat.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Right here, here's a Crib Leron episode where Hera is traded by Lando,
Yeah, by that fat guy.
by the fat guy, so then Lando can get his cargo and whatnot and pass
Yeah,
the
the
Imperial
funniest
ships.
bit for me has to be when we get to see Lando, Hera, and Kanan all walking off a ship.
Hmm.
Then Lando is explaining, sorry, just follow my plan and play along. Then Kanan goes, what does that mean?
Oh yes, yes. But the cool thing though is like Hera understand Lando, he understand all what he was saying. So then she knocks the guy out, escapes from the escape pod, and Lando's the guy where he wanted. But of course, Hera's still pissed off.
Yeah, the funniest bit for me has as well in this episode has to be when Hera gets a tree and hits that fat guy.
Oh
And
yeah,
then she goes outside and she says, "The boss, my new master, sorry, wants
yes.
alone time in my new dressing room or whatever."
Dressing quarters.
Yeah, and then the guy goes away, or the sniper guard or whatever. He goes away and then Hera hits him with a tray, and she goes, "I love that tree."
Yeah, it would have been very. it would have been very funny and kind of coolish if they put Hera in the safe outfit.
Yeah,
Because that's what T-Rex kind of are. Well, they're not that, but that's what lots of people treat them as. But it'd just be like very funny if they like put a little nod to that. But I know they won't
yeah, like a
because
reference.
yeah, but I know they won't do that because it's Disney.
Yeah,
So
and it's a kids show as well.
well, yeah, well, Star Wars is a kids thing, and they still had Leia in Episode 6 and that. So well, you can say that was back in 1980s. So
Hmm.
yeah, but a interesting thing too, just want to point out, I don't have the extreme cap of the red fat guy, um, but his look though is based off of the original Jabba the Hutt design.
Really?
Yeah, it's based on of a Jabba the Hutt sketch when they were trying to figure out how Jabba the Hutt was going to look like in Episode 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's actually based off of a sketch of Jabba the Hutt. So basically, you got to see how Jabba the Hutt might have looked like.
and then like the deleted scenes.
Yeah, but yeah, very cool there. Here's the scene of Lando's cargo or mining equipment.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of the creature was again. Do you remember?
No, it was like a starfish kind of thing. They're puffing like
Yeah,
starfish.
yeah,
Like
he gets big when he gets scared and whatnot.
yeah, and I loved a bit how like Ezra like goes on top of it
Yeah, because
and
he's just that Lando's still
hitting
hitting, yeah, on
on Sabine.
Sabine.
Then we get to see Seb going, "Kid, don't do that." I love how Seb and Ezra are bonding now. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
in like the first few episodes, they hated each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now they became to like each other now.
Yeah, yeah, and it's very cool too the relationship between Kanan and Ezra too, especially too in that one scene where you explain earlier where
Yeah,
with
how like
his.
he gets his lightsaber out, and
Mm-hmm.
then we get to see him firing his blaster for the first time. Then
Yeah,
Kanan goes, "I wish mine did that."
yeah, but the first thing too, he said he basically said, "Don't do that. We can't do that." Yeah,
Yeah,
he says, "Well, trust me. You underestimate me a bit." And he shoots the gun, and he appreciate Ezra for that. And that's actually a very cool thing to acknowledge
yeah,
that. And I do like it that we got to see how the gun works. So it's not an actual blaster; it's more of a stun gun.
yeah. I wish we could like, I don't know, wish we could like. No Jedi never carries like a blaster, like on their lightsaber, for
Yeah.
example. But as
Well, that was back in the old Jedi
yeah,
Order.
like the old, like very old, before
Yeah.
Order 66,
Yeah.
because the Jedi weren't allowed like guns back then. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
more of the like own like lightsaber design. If the Jedi Council were to find out that Ezra belted like a gun slash lightsaber, he would get
Mhm.
excluded like from the Jedi Academy like instantly.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah though, but I just thought that it was very cool to see that in action. Plus too, I do like him to use that more than his what do you call it, like
Fling,
slingshot
yeah, gotcha.
thing. I mean it's okay, but I do kind of feel like it's kind of stupid the whole slingshot laser thing.
Do
Do you
you?
agree on that?
Yeah. Do Do you think Obi-Wan will make an appearance like
Well,
uh
he only has in the
yeah, but
hologram such, but
yeah.
you're talking about like actual flesh and bone appearance?
Yeah, like a ghost spirit of him. Like we see like the crew
What?
goes to Dagobah, and then we get see Ezra goes through that thing
What?
Luke did.
Well, Obi-Wan does not is not a ghost if you remember because he turns into a ghost in episode 4. So
Oh yeah, sorry.
yeah,
So Obi-Wan would still be on Tatooine. It would
yeah,
be really
Tatooine still.
yeah. It would be
Yeah,
really cool if Kanan like senses him in the Force. So does like Ezra.
if they do a Tatooine episode, then yes.
And then Kanan would go like looking for Obi-Wan, his old friend. I think he would probably say to Ezra, "You stay here. I don't want you
Hmm.
to come and ruin this." Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool to see Kanan with Obi-Wan, that would be cool. And here's the last screen cap I got at the end of the episode where Lando says, "Oh, I planned this the whole time."
Yeah, and it was so funny how Chopper was stealing Lando's fuel.
Fuel, yeah, and
Yeah,
that's how he pays them back and whatnot. Which but see, the thing is, um, how they did that ending though bugged the crap out of me. How he like talked to himself about expedition.
yeah.
That that's I mean I understand that people do talk to themselves, but how they worded it was weird to me.
Mhm. Same
I
here.
just I just feel like they could have rewrote it in a better way. But because how they did was like, oh yeah, I know this, you know that, like give out A, B, C of
Yeah.
explanation, and not like a little hint, 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 like an actual human would.
Mm. Yeah.
So that bugged me a bit, and we get to see more of Lando's costume in this crypt too, which, like I said, is still a nice costume. A little bit tribute to Han Solo a bit, and Lando from Episode 6 with his blaster on his side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very cool though. I feel like they did the likeness very well to Beatty in his longer years.
Mhm.
But it's very cool to see Lando back and whatnot.
Yeah.
For
It is.
sure. Yeah, for sure. It's very, very cool. But yeah, and like so all of this is great. But yeah, but what do you think of this episode? Do you feel like it's a very good episode? Did it deserve to be made or whatnot? Or
Well, it was kind of a letdown, or I wouldn't say a letdown. It was okay episode in a way, but it had a few downsides to it.
we like to explain those downsides a little bit.
Yes, I would like to see like the Inquisitor on one of the Imperial like ships.
Mm-hmm.
How he goes up to the captain and says, "That's him, destroy him now."
Yeah.
And
Um.
then we had like a little chase with him.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
I feel like they need to stop doing these homage episodes. Now with the Yota one, that was fine because I actually went to the actual storyline of Ezra and whatnot. But
Mm,
I feel like these episodes are fine, but from what the rumors are with Star Wars Rebels being like only 13 episodes or 16 episodes a season, it's like doing these side episode things are kind of a waste of time, and I like to develop more of the new characters that you're showing us, like Ezra Sabine and whatnot,
yeah,
besides bringing back the old characters. I mean, it's very cool to hear them again, but put them in the story where it doesn't feel like it's like a filler episode. Because, to be honest with you, this is what this episode kind of feels like. It's a filler episode. The only
yes,
the only thing that will connect all the episodes together is like, oh hey, we get to see Ezra using his lightsaber gun. Cool. But I bet you he's gonna use it in the actual episodes that matter. So you're right. It's a very disappointing episode. It's cool. It's a cool episode. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. But I feel like though we need to develop more of the story if you're going to give us a short season time.
yes,
Yeah. But still though, I would definitely give this a 6 out of 10 because it's cool to see Lando again, and they did do a nice job here and there. But I do feel like I didn't miss anything if this episode was never made. It's like if this episode
yeah,
was never made, I would not care. I'd be like, okay, cool. But it was made, and I liked it. Let's just hope we get back on track and get more of the characters that we should care about more developed.
yeah. What do you think of the Star Wars Rebels like shorts, like the short ones?
Like the shorts that came out before the actual
Yes,
the shorts. See, that's the thing. The shorts are fine. Those are fine to me, and and that's what I wish they kind of do like with these episodes. If they want to bring like the old characters back, I feel like either put them in the actual story and make an actual story, or just do it as a little side episode thing, like a quick 5 minute or 10 minute side episode thing that's not actually a part of the actual season.
Mm.
I think that would be cool. Then after that, you can get whoever you want or do whatever you want, you know? But just don't do so much filler stuff because a guy who watches anime a lot uh, knows about filler and how people hate filler, and so, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing what I want to point out too, that I wish we could like see like a flashback of Kanan, how he was like training to become a Jedi with his old master.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. They brought up the see. That's their problem too with Star Wars Rebels. I don't want to hate the show. I think the show is great, but it does have some problems because one is that too. You know, they discuss in the last episode that Kanan did kind of have a problem with himself. You know, he could have
Yeah.
had a path to the dark side, but I don't. That they don't explain more of that, which is okay. That I can understand, but. With Ezra's parents that we got from Empire Day and whatnot, they don't address that. And that's what bugs me because they don't address that right away. Instead, they do these other episodes, which are cool, but they need to address that, you know, because Hera knows something that Ezra should know. And
Yeah.
she is still holding this in and not telling Ezra.
Yeah.
And that's just something that's weird. It's like, why can you not tell us what Sibo or
Seb Sibo, I believe he's called.
yeah, Sibo told Hera, you know? We want to know what happened.
Yeah, we probably would like probably find out like in the last episode for season 1.
Yeah, which is okay, I guess, if you want to build it up, but it's like this bugs me a bit, you know?
What do you think? I know that fat guy said that Lando, like he showed Lando to Fulcrum.
Really?
Yeah, he said that in the episode. That do you know how they're all like getting like robbed and all that
Oh
by
yeah.
fat guy? He says
hmm
that remember Lando, I showed you to Fulcrum.
Uh, I never really.
Yeah,
I must have misheard that line then because I didn't hear that.
yeah. Well, he said that to Lando, and like you get to see him like when I don't know. I think it was when Seb gets like trapped by that guy.
Uh,
So yeah,
yeah, but like I said, those Star Wars Rebels airs away. I definitely give it a 6 out of 10. What about you?
I would give it a 7 out of 10. Not to be harsh in a way, but it was a really big letdown as well. I
hmm
mean, it did not have like good writing. I mean, it had a good like plot story for it. Would you
hmm
agree?
Yeah, basically, here's what I say: is like this is better than Firefight. I do not like Firefight. I thought it had some good stuff, but overall, it was just too bleh.
Yeah.
This is better at least.
So the next topic, what we're going to talk about is episode 12, I believe, or miscounted by the movie. I'll be doing a review on the movie, how it was a 2 hour long special, I believe.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about episode 11 or 12, whatever you want to call it, because I count by, like, at the episode 1, how we got
Yeah.
to see the spark of rebellion.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though with Spark. See, this is our rant too. I'm gonna go in with Star Wars Rebels. Hey, welcome to the Star Wars Alliance broadcast Rebels rant. But that's the other thing too. Is like how they number the episodes is so weird to me because they showed Star Wars. What's the name of the first episode again? Star
The
Wars
spark of rebellion.
Spark of Rebellion. You know, they show that as one whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they split it into two different
Yeah,
episodes.
2 parts.
Which makes all of their episodes numbers so confusing. Where I do now with the broadcast years, I don't address the episodes. I just address the name of the episode because that's so much more easier. But still, it's like why do you do that? Can you not just say, hey, Sparkle Rebellion, all of this is like a short movie, like a TV movie, one whole episode. Boom. Why do you have to make it into two separate episodes where when you clearly watch it, it is supposed to be in one whole thing?
Mm.
So that just bugs me that they did that.
So, our next topic, as I was explaining, is
Sorry.
episode 12. Um, so what do you think will happen in this episode or next week's upcoming episode?
Uh, I'm just hoping that we get to see more of relationships build, like with Ezra, Sabine, and Kanan and Hera. We get to see more of them and see more of their character development together more. Plus, two, I'm hoping they can hint a little bit more at Ezra's parents.
Mm,
Also, too, it would be nice to give a little bit more of a sneak peek of who Fulcrum is.
mm-hmm.
And also too, I feel like it'd be cool the next episode we get all of that stuff, but we focus more on Ezra's lightsaber training. That will be
Yeah,
something I would love to see for the next
yeah.
episode.
Because if you think about it, I think it was like episode 3 when they're on the top of a ship and Kanan's like throwing like stuff at him, or it was Chopper.
Yeah,
And,
that's right.
yeah, he was like using Kanan's lightsaber, but his lightsaber wasn't working for Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how Kanan has shortened his lightsaber to like small one, and middle, and
Yeah,
big.
yeah. And of course Ezra's is short, but I would love for the next episode to be more about his lightsaber training because the lightsaber, Ezra's lightsaber at least, it's brand new for Star Wars Rebels, and it's new for Ezra too to wield this laser sword. So
Would
I would
you
love
see
to.
him fighting off the Inquisitor?
Maybe it would be cool to see the Cruiser in the next episode. Just fight him off a little bit after he trains a little bit. But I'm talking about though. I just want this episode to be a more of a connection piece between Ezra and Kanan with their lightsaber training.
Yeah.
Love to see that. What's your predictions, or what do you hope for the next
Uh,
episode to be?
well, I'm hoping um that we get to see a wee bit of that, like Ezra's lightsaber training. And I would also like to see like Ezra has visions, like when he like a flashback when he was a kid. I would get to see how his parents like got taken away.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting too. Like he sees the Force too, like like how Anakin saw with Padme, where he gets like grimp visions of the future. Like it'd be cool to see Ezra in his sleep getting glimpses of the future of his parents and what happened to his parents and whatnot.
Yeah, and like we get to see like him having visions of the crew dying.
Oh yeah, I mean we got that already with
Yeah, the Inquisitor, but that was not
yeah.
the actual like real thing. But like if you can sense the future, what will
Yeah,
happen?
what will happen if do this or do that or da da da.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
That's okay. So, is there anything else we should talk about with Star Wars
Uh,
Rebels, or you think
no,
we're
really,
good?
it was just great acting from Billy D. Williams. He was a brilliant actor for episode 5 and 6 as well. And I would like to see him make an appearance in Star Wars episode 7.
Uh-huh.
Because,
Oh, well,
I,
yeah, because all the other main characters are going to be in the movie. Why not Lando? Like I said, need the love for Lando. So that's why I'm happy that Star Wars Rebels got love for Lando, but
no episode 7.
yep, no episode 7 at all.
So yeah, guys, that is us for this episode 2 of this Alliance podcast, or Star Wars Alliance podcast. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any like more comments before we have to go, please do so. Leave them down below. And yeah, we're going to try and get more people on the show. Me and Mr. Joker have a couple friends who like Star Wars, so he's got a friend, and he's probably going to try and message her like over the past next weeks, so we can probably get her on. And yeah, it'll just be a great third episode.
Yeah, and like I said too, if you want to be a part of this, if you're a big Star Wars fan and love to be part of this weekly broadcast thing, just message me or
Message me on my channel, like in one of my videos, saying, "Hey, Nick, I want to be part of the Star Wars Alliance podcast." So yeah,
yeah, the more the merrier. So this is it for this episode. Hope you enjoy it, and may the force be with you, everyone.
yeah.
And
May the
bye.
Force be with you always.
Yep, bye.